So
Have I told you?
I'm on Google Plus now. So we've spoken a little bit about the networking side of things. You mentioned the Drive side of the things, which is kind of like a Dropbox or a document sharing. We actually use Drive, and we use some of the Google apps for the word processing and their spreadsheet for collaboration amongst our team. Do you have any examples, I guess, where you've seen other organisations using that, or something that they're doing a little bit unique or a little bit, forward thinking or out there on any of those applications?
I could more talk about how we use it in that sense, in uniqueness, if you like, in the fact that part of our sales training is our first session's about scorecard. So we create a scorecard with all the students or for the company, upload it to Google Drive. Because they're coming on here each week to do a hangout with the trainer anyway, then they go and update their numbers in that Google Drive folder. The other people in their course can see their numbers, and the trainer can see their numbers as well. So it's just an easy platform to share that sort of data and collaborate on things together.
Okay, so it's live data. So users who are, obviously grouped together. It's not open to the public, but users who are grouped together, anybody can log in from their own location, and then everybody can see the information, and it all works. Is that what you're saying? Exactly.
The other cool thing is you can actually be doing a hangout like you and I are doing, and do access your Google Drive while in the hangout and work on the document together at the same time.
Okay, great. Excellent. We should have prepared one of them earlier. Note. Yeah, great. Guys, I'm conscious that we are live, and this is the first of a series, so we may have a whole bunch of shy people out there. But does anyone have any questions so far? If you do, you can just put it into the chat box. Is that right, Emma? Is it?
Yep, that's right. There's a question here which says, "Hey guys, how do I leverage my LinkedIn presence with Hangouts?" Which I have a perfect example if you'd like me to share, Shane.
Yeah, sure. If we've got a question, these sessions are about being live, so if we've got a question, let's run with them.
Okay, so a strategy that I tested out a few weeks ago was, one thing that frustrates me with LinkedIn is, I've got over 1,100 connections. I do the right thing and do an intro email when we first connect, and, some people email back and we start a conversation that way. There's no point being connected if you're not connected, right? I thought I'd take it a step further and invite groups of 50 to a hangout and just see what the response was. The response was phenomenal. So for networking, this hangout can be such a powerful tool. So you can actually invite people from LinkedIn over to do a Google Hangout and actually connect with people in a meaningful way, and not just text, video, and pictures.
Okay.
So it was a phenomenal response for that. Have you used that yet, Shane?
No, I haven't, but I'm making notes here. You can probably see my head going down, and there's a lot of things I will be doing, I'm sure. So just to get this right, you've gone out to your LinkedIn connections and said, "Hey, we should hang out. Let's have a chat to explore, each other's businesses and opportunities and so forth," and then connected via the hangout, sort of in this format that we're in now, so that you can have a visual audio conversation with a group of people and extend the network.
Exactly.
Okay, fantastic. And what are the recipients thinking? So you've sent it out, and everyone said, "Yep, great," and they've all jumped on board. Now that you've done that, I'm assuming you've done that.
Yes, I've done it.
Yeah. So what are the participants saying? Good experience, bad experience?
Good experience. Sometimes it's a little clunky to get them on, so like I shot just a little quick promo video so that they know how to actually get into a hangout and how it works, so that we can hear them and all that sort of stuff, because I don't want to have to deal with the tech side. They can deal with that. And yeah, the response has been amazing. I've met some really interesting people from Texas to Tasmania. That's a good little byline, isn't it?
Fantastic. Texas to Tasmania. Texas would be about as big as Tasmania, wouldn't it?
True. Yes. And he was an 83-year-old man from Texas, so it certainly piques a lot of different people's interest.
Great, 83. There's a guy that continues to learn.
He does. Real estate god of Texas.
Right. So Emma, if we spoke about, so that's a great example of connecting. And if I just want to talk for a minute about what we're doing using Google Hangouts, with our Lunch and Learn series, in terms of getting some people together, doing a presentation. Obviously, we've got the opportunity to record it and replay it. I guess if I was running an organisation and I had multiple staff that I wanted to deliver a message to, be it the CEO's toolbox talk for the week on whatever, or a particular introduction to, say, my sales team on a new product where I wanted to drive the features and benefits. I'm guessing that the Google Plus Hangout tool will be just perfect for that sort of thing, because I can present it to the people that are available. I can make it available on demand to people that weren't via the recording option and some of those other things. Have I got that right?
Yeah, you made the connection before between Skype and Hangouts, Shane, and I just wanted to, if it's okay with you, explain the difference between Skype and Hangouts, because I quite often refer to it as Skype on steroids. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. So at the moment with Skype, you need to pay to be able to screen share. The quality is okay, but they're all private video calls, if you like, with a cap on 10 people. Is that right? I don't use it anymore, so I just wanted to check.
Look, I'm a cheapskate. I've just got the free version. So if we're one-on-one, we have video. If we're two or more on one, we actually use GoToMeetings. And we can talk about Hangouts versus GoToMeetings in a minute.
Okay. So the difference with Hangout, the opportunity with Hangouts is it's in HD now, which is amazing. You can do private versus what they call Hangouts on air. So I'll explain that in a second. But with private Hangouts, if you've got the business apps, you can have up to 15 people in here. We cap it at 10 just for so it's more boutique. You can play YouTube clips in here for the team. You can screen share easily. There's a chat box. There's pirate hats, as you know. There's lower thirds, so you would all see our name and details on the bottom of the screen. It just adds to the professionalism of the Hangout, so everyone knows who they are. The other apps are remote desktops, so you can actually take over someone's computer through the Hangout, as long as they give you permission, of course. What else is in there? I mean, there's games and all that sort of stuff. You can invite people into the Hangout quite easily. So that's for your private Hangouts. If you want to go up a level, there's then called Hangouts on Air, which is the broadcast version of a Hangout. So it means that, like, this video here is embedded on a website. So it's off the Google Plus platform. You guys can see it live. You guys can ask questions in the lower right-hand corner. You see the quality is good, but here's a clincher. It gets recorded straight to your YouTube account. So you don't have to mess around with any third-party apps or anything like that, and it's great for YouTube search. If someone's searching for your optimized keywords while you're live, boom, you are at the top of the page because you are live, which is a fantastic bonus.
So if I was a business owner and I'm using this, as we are in Otrain, I guess, as a marketing tool, obviously we're hoping to deliver some value, but it's a marketing tool. So this, what I think you just said is that if we're streaming this live via YouTube, and someone Google's online training or Google Plus or something, we're gonna score quite high because we're on a public broadcast. Is that right?
Exactly. It converts, once this is finished broadcasting live, it converts straight to a recording. So again, you don't have to fiddle around with it. It does take 2 to 3 minutes, but I mean, if you miss out on searches during that time, so be it. Yeah. All of the views count, so it counts towards your YouTube channel views. And because it's a Google product, if you embed it onto your website, then the SEO benefits of that is huge.
So let's talk a little bit about SEO, because I know in our business it's a bit of a black magic. We keep hearing all these stories. It's about links, it's not about links, it's about content, it's not about content. You know, it is about content, but it has to be the right type of content and all these things. So, as I understand it, though, from my research, Google is being a little bit sneaky in that, you know, they are prioritizing Google Plus, or sorry, Google content over other content, if we could call it that. And, you know, the more of the Google apps and applications and stuff that you do, is that correct?
I believe that's correct. I speak to quite a few Google Plus experts. One in particular is watching as we broadcast right now. Hi, Monty. So perhaps it would be best to get an SEO expert in to talk about the actual, you know, the details of it. But from what I understand, I mean, if you're using Google products in the right way so that it links, like we've created quite a nice link between traffic to your website to watch this Google Hangout, recording straight to your YouTube account, taking that recording and embedding it onto your website, cutting it up and putting it into blog posts, and then sharing it on the other social networks so that it's liked and sends up social signals as well. It's just, that's a nice little loop for Google to follow.